Mama Rose's Kitchen Everyday Cooking will be presented in ASL with closed captioning and voice interpretation. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to make beef stew in the Instant Pot. Here's what you're going to need. Hi, my name is Mama Rose, and today you're in my ASL kitchen. I'm going to be making beef stew. Before I made this video, I went ahead and chopped up some beef. Let me show you. This ended up being about a ½ pound of the meat cut up, and I used one medium potato and diced it up as well. They're about 1 inch by 1 inch cubes, not very big at all. And then I mixed up some onion soup, tore open the packet, dumped it in, and some beef broth, mixed in all together with 3 cups of water. Later, I'm planning to add more water, 3 more cups of water, and all together we'll end up with 6 cups of liquid. Next, you'll see I have some mixed vegetables that have already been warmed up. And also, for a little bit of seasoning, I've decided just to use some garlic, about a teaspoon of garlic powder. Salt and pepper will be added later. And now it's time to start our sauté. Perfect. I'll need a little bit of oil as well. Doesn't matter, any kind of oil that you want to use. I just heard the pot beep, letting me know it's ready, telling me that it's on and ready to start sauteing. Whatever looks good to you is perfect. I need the oil basically so that I can brown the meat on all sides. It just makes for a better flavor. And when it's ready, I'm going to be able to dump the meat straight into the pot. It's definitely starting to cook. I can see a little bit of browning on the meat. Smells good. We really do want it brown on all sides. If there's a little bit of red still, it's fine. Now we can go ahead and add the garlic. Just 1 of these teaspoons. The potatoes are now starting to stick to the pan. It's time to add our liquid in. And now we're going to go ahead and add in those vegetables, close the lid, and it's time to start pressure cooking. Let's go ahead and cancel the sauté. Perfect. it's important to get the lid into the right spot to engage the pressure lock. We want the pressure to build up inside the pot while cooking, not escape through the top. If we engage the lid correctly, it'll stop the pressure from escaping. It'll cook faster that way and infuse all those wonderful flavors into the meat, the potatoes, and the vegetables. So make sure to flip that switch to keep the pressure in, and we need to set this to pressure cook for about 40 minutes. Good to go. Now we can just leave it and wait until we hear a beep. Soon we'll see what happens. The Instapot just finished. I know because I heard a beep from the other room. So I came in here and I also noticed that it says L on the display. That's another way to know. That basically means that it's finished cooking. The pressure inside is still very high, so we need to release the vent on the top to allow the steam to escape. I want to show you my little trick, my little tip that helps with that steam release. You have to be very careful because this steam is very hot. This towel is to block the steam from hitting the cabinets. You don't want that hot steam affecting the cabinets. If you put the towel on, it's easier to wait it out. It's not even that hot above the towel. I just have to wait for the pressure to settle down and release. And then I'll be able to open it. The next thing we're going to do is add some cornstarch. I mixed it with some water, and when I do that, it's called a slurry. We want it to thicken the sauce inside the stew. It's pretty close, but the little silver stopper in there is still up. We want it to drop down, and then we'll be able to tell that it's ready to open. I think I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel again. Anytime you're going to thicken with a slurry like this, especially once we wait for the top to open, we're going to switch the pot to saute. We need it to boil. It'll become thick that way. You'll see. I just saw the silver piece drop down. It's ready. Be careful when opening the lid that the steam is away from your face. Flipping it to saute. Now don't forget that you need to add your salt and pepper. I know you're probably thinking, how will I know if it's enough? Really, you need to do a couple of taste tests. You never want to add the salt directly to the pot. You want to kind of sprinkle it in, a little at a time. Okay, that should be fine. Yeah, I think it's perfect. It's time to eat. It's ready. And there you have beef stew. I hope you enjoyed as much as we did.